and I'm doing it for my daughter.
Poor Chris Chan, though. I'm waiting for him to come back on Twitter.
So
I'm waiting for him to make an appearance.
But your hot take that you were explaining to me...
I was explaining to Cumby earlier how I'm totally Team Chris and how Barb needs to be locked up.
His hot take
mom.
was it's Barb's fault.
Yeah, 100%.
Barb did it?
100%.
She groomed him.
100%. I'm not even being ironic.
So
That's
Chris,
crazy that you're aiming the knife at my eye.
That's right.
That's how dead serious
It's
you
Barb.
are. Barb did it.
Frick Barb, dude.
Wait.
She's a rapist.
Did she groom him?
Well, Barb is a rapist.
For real?
you gotta
Let
explain.
me explain why here.
Can you please take the floor
Okay,
on this?
Chris Chan is totally innocent. What's being done to this poor autistic man is criminal. What was done to him, how long he spent in jail. Okay, so check it. Everyone says, Chris, he's terrible because Barb is, she has dementia. No, she doesn't.
That's just an act.
Find me one medical record that says Barb has dementia. No, she doesn't. My grandpa had Alzheimer's, and when you have dementia or Alzheimer's, it goes so fast. Have you ever known someone with like Alzheimer's or something?
Grandma.
Dude, and right, they get diagnosed with dementia. 4 months later, they don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Like they're gone.
Yeah.
So-
It's over.
But she picks and chooses when she's gonna go.
But they've been saying, Barb has dementia since like 2017. Like, she's just dumb. Like, I don't doubt that her IQ is like 60.
Yeah.
And so is Chris's probably.
Yeah.
Like, super stupid.
Yeah.
But of the two people who had, can I say the S word? Who had relations.
Yeah.
One of them.
You already said sex.
Oh, did I?
It's okay.
Has
You
a
can say
medical
that.
diagnosis for being retarded.
Really?
And that's Chris. He's autistic. Like,
Ah,
turbo
okay.
retard, right?
Yeah.
And so.
Is that why he got free?
No, he got charged with incest and he served a year or more than a year.
He did time served.
He did like a bunch of time served, and then he got bailed out. And people are saying that like someone bailed him out, but I don't think someone bailed him out. I think he just did so much time that like if you do more time, then like you get credit, you get like money credit for serving time in jail.
Yeah.
Like it's weird state by state.
You get points. You get XRP.
Yeah. You get like
You get XRP.
You get Xbox
It's
points.
basically like staking your
Yeah.
wallet.
Chat Lander is saying he pretty much admitted he R-worded her on a telephone call, dudes. So like that was
Incorrect.
my counter to him was like, oh, but Chris Chan, he admitted it, and plus, the state mandated a rape kit. They would have known if she.
Incorrect.
So
You're incorrect. You are uninformed, Lander.
He'll explain everything.
And first off, when they did the R kit, if someone had dementia, this is so insane to say that they came to the hospital by themselves.
Yeah.
They did the kit, and then you wouldn't, as a doctor, you wouldn't notice that this woman has dementia. They went like, okay, we did the kit, and then guess what? What'd she do? She went home. They just like sent her out, and she went home. That's insane.
But
if
I mean,
she had
with
dementia, that is nuts.
But with the state of healthcare in the United States, like, I'm pretty sure the hospital just let her go, right?
Yeah, they just let her go. Yeah.
They died.
She waddled in there.
If they had diagnosed her with dementia at the hospital that day,
Then I would totally change.
after they did the state mandated R-word kit, what would happen to her if they did diagnose her with dementia that day?
I don't know. They probably have to put her in like a home or something.
Like they would actually have to put her in a home.
You can't.
They wouldn't let her go
You
home?
have to take her in. You can't. If someone has Alzheimer's, what you're gonna send an 80-year-old woman who has Alzheimer's? You just go, oh, she clearly has Alzheimer's. Yeah, no, drive home. Go ahead. I was in the car once with my grandpa when he was like, he wasn't diagnosed with Alzheimer's yet.
Yeah.
And he was driving in the parking lane, and I was like 10, and we're like coming close to a car, and he's not slowing down, and he's just like driving at a parked car, and I was like, Grandpa, I think this is the parking lane. I think you should get over. And he goes, oh, okay. Blink, blink, blink. It does the blinker and like slowly gets over, and we just avoided crashing into a car. And then I went home and told my mom. I snitched on Grandpa.
Yeah.
Had to do it.
For his own health, though.
Yeah.
Chat R-word as in grape. The grape kit.
Your grape kit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Because Alex is just throwing retard out. But I think the grape word actually does affect your monetization and algorithm stuff.
Yeah. It'll get you.
But all I'm saying is, of the two people who did something nasty, only one of them is mentally ill.
Well, it could have happened multiple times, right? Maybe it's
It
both.
did, yeah.
You don't think it's both their faults? You think this
No,
is
I
all
think-
Barb?
And then when he was like 25,
Chris Chan has been proven to be a horrible person time and time again, excluding his mental abilities.
I think it's just two.
I don't know about that.
it's just two retards being retarded.
He's
Yeah.
objectively a bad person.
I wouldn't say that.
Who's watched?
I wouldn't say
who's
that
watched
on Easter
more
either.
Who's watched more?
Me.
Videos.
I've kept
No
up-
one's watched more than me.
I've kept up with Chris Chan since.
Maybe Geno Samuels, but
Yeah.
But see, you're a newcomer though. You haven't been
I'm
there.
not that new.
But you haven't been there all those years. I was in the 4chan.
I've been in the trenches, Cumby. I've been in the trenches.
Dude, I was in the 4chan threads.
The 4chan threads.
Literally since they found.
I don't even know what that site is.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because you're a newbie, dude.
4chan.
4chan.
Fortune.
Look, I've kept up with Chris Chan pretty much since they found him back in the day.
I've been in the comments section of Geno Samuels' videos.
I remember.
I messaged Geno
Bro,
Samuels.
I remember threads on B about Chris Chan, like back in 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
Like,
And?
back when people were still debating if he was a troll or not.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how long I've been around. Like
So
he's objectively a horrible person.
how?
What's something he's done that's
How?
bad? What's
it? Yeah.
He's racist.
There we go. Okay, here it goes.
That's just the number one thing, dude.
Yeah, that is the worst thing.
That well,
That's
I didn't remember that.
He is racist, yeah.
You search up the N-word on the quickie right now.
I'm not doing that.
And it'll tell you all the times that Chris Chan has said the N-word. He used to refer to black people as a slur, like just straight up, because Bob taught him that.
I disavow that.
Okay, yeah, you should disavow that. But, I mean, the whole reason he transitioned was because he thought it would be easier to prey on women that way.
I don't doubt that.
And I just
But I don't
can't
think it's praying
I
if you
can't
just
stand
put it
for
out there.
something like that. This is a woman-respecting stream.
It is.
Here's the deal. Is this respecting a woman? Let me tell you something, Cumby. Sit down and let me tell you something.
All right, I'm
Take a
just
seat
sit-
for this.
I'm
Have a
sitting
seat.
down.
Have a seat.
All right.
Okay, so this was back when Chris first. Now, granted, this
No,
is Chris.
yeah.
This was coming from Chris.
Explain
So you have to take it with a grain of salt. But he said when he had sex one time with a working girl.
Okay.
It was the first time ever.
This is when he lost his virginity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he goes to this working gal, whatever. Now, again, mind you, it's coming from him.
Yeah.
He comes home and he tells his mom about it,
Yeah.
as one does.
Mom, I just called.
Yeah.
I calmed in a girl.
Of course. Now, granted, this
She
was
was a pretty girl.
so. This was like 15 years ago.
that just happened.
That just happened. I
So
calmed in a pussy.
Unless you're willing to say that like Barb had dementia 15 years ago, which
Yeah.
is insane.
Yeah.
Just low IQ.
And he said that like when he came home and was talking about, I did this with this girl.
Yeah.
She was like, well, I don't know why you went to a working girl. I would have done that for you.
She said that?
Bruh.
But
Yes.
is this
Bruh.
is this like one of those recorded calls that they have?
It was,
Is it like-
I think it was a call, yeah.
It's an audio.
I think it was a
recorded
call, yeah.
That's sus.
And I could find
That's
this.
crazy, right? And then they'd be cuddling and stuff. Is that
Oh.
something
They-
you should do with your autistic son to like
did
totally
cuddle.
confuse him?
I do remember the cuddling thing. They have. It's been proven that they did cuddle.
And would you
a
do that
lot.
with your profoundly retarded son? Like totally confuse him,
well
totally.
well into adulthood.
Yeah. I think she's a predator.
You
That's my
might.
hot
No,
take.
you might be right.
I think Barb's a predator,
You
and I
kind
think
of sold me on it.
and I think she should be in jail. Why did the retarded guy go to jail?
Yeah.
And the not retarded woman? This is MGTOW. This is a MGTOW channel.
This is MGTOW.
If the roles were reversed, flip it.
Barb has stolen money from
Imagine
him
if the
Yeah,
roles
yeah.
were reversed.
many times.
Imagine if you
Imagine
will.
if the roles were reversed.
Not that
the
Chris would've-
gynocentric.
But for real, imagine like an old man and his
Yeah.
autistic daughter,
Oh boy.
and that happened.
yeah, it would be. Over.
Would they say, "Oh, well, the guy had dementia"?
Straight up prison.
Oh, the guy, he's losing it.
That's interesting.
No,
though.
he'd be done.
That's interesting. I'm
So-
actually. That's an interesting.
Look into it. I mean, the guy's
thought.
free, but he's having a tough time.
So she offered to calm him off,
I don't know if she offered. I'd have to go back and review that.
but
But
she said if
it
if,
wasn't
why
like-
why didn't you come to Mama?
Are we out of wine?
yeah.
We're out of wine.
Yeah.
Why?
Anyway.
That's crazy, man.
Free the guy. Well, he's free, but
Yeah, free him again.
free him again. Free him twice.
HP Bloodcraft with a 15